The UEFA Preliminary Draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup has officially been announced, and the excitement is rapidly building for this tournament. The next World Cup may be 18 months away, but the 54 European teams that will participate in the qualifying round are more than ready to get going. The 12 qualifying groups were announced earlier today in Zurich, and while they are not yet finalized due to the playoffs of the Nations League, we have an idea of what we can expect for next year's qualifiers. Today, we're taking a look at all 12 groups to see which ones have the potential to blow us away and which sides have the best chance of making it to the final tournament in less than 2 years' time. The road to 2026 starts here, and it's going to be a thrilling ride. Before we take an in-depth look into the 12 groups, here's an overview of the results of the draw from earlier today. Groups A through F contain 4 teams who will begin their matches in September of 2025, while groups G through L contain 5 teams who will begin their matches in March of 2025. 8 of the 12 groups contain teams who are not yet known, as the winners and losers of the Nations League quarterfinals will be placed in their groups based on the outcome of those matches. Even though these groups won't be finalized for another few months, let's go through them and see what the biggest talking points will be for all 54 teams. Starting in Group A, we have the winner of the Germany-Italy match in the Nations League quarterfinals, Slovakia, Northern Ireland, and Luxembourg. This group should be relatively easy for either Germany or Italy, as those two sides are some of the strongest teams in all of the qualifiers. If Slovakia can replicate some of the success they had at Euro 2024, it's within reason to assume that they can finish second in this group. Northern Ireland had an impressive run in the Nations League, so don't count them out just yet, while Luxembourg got the short end of the stick and will most likely finish last in this group. Moving over to Group B, we have Switzerland, Sweden, Slovenia, and Kosovo. This is one of the most entertaining groups of the 12 and will make for some incredible football. Switzerland are always capable of qualifying for the World Cup, but Sweden have an incredible amount of momentum at the moment, which will help them along the way. Slovenia could also be a dark horse, and Kosovo played quite well in their Nations League group as well. Anything could happen in this group, and it will make for some great action when these teams meet in September. Moving over to Group C, we have the loser of the Portugal-Denmark Nations League quarterfinal match, Greece, Scotland, and Belarus. Portugal or Denmark will without a doubt be the strongest nation in this group, but Greece and Scotland can certainly put up a fight. Greece came away with an impressive 5 wins in their Nations League group, while Scotland are capable of pulling off an upset on a good day. Belarus will have an extremely tough time in this group and won't make it very far, but Group C is sure to make for some exciting football. Moving over to Group D, we have the winner of the France-Croatia Nations League quarterfinal match, Ukraine, Iceland, and Azerbaijan. I would love to see Croatia make it into this group, as that would make for some great games as a neutral fan. Ukraine have proven that they have what it takes to play in these big tournaments, and a World Cup qualification would mean everything to them. I would love to see Iceland make it as well, but it would take a giant performance from them given where they currently are. Azerbaijan had a poor Nations League run, so I wouldn't expect much from them, but never count out an underdog. Group E will contain the winner of the Spain-Netherlands Nations League quarterfinal match, Turkey, Georgia, and Bulgaria. If Spain make it into this group, they'll have an easy path to the World Cup, but Netherlands could also make it interesting based on their Nations League results. Turkey and Georgia meet again and will play a repeat of their Euro 2024 match, which is sure to bring the excitement. Bulgaria truly are the underdogs in this group, but I wouldn't put it past them to steal some points from the other sides. Keep an eye out on Group E, as it's sure to be entertaining. The final 4-team group will be Group F, which will contain the winner of the Portugal-Denmark Nations League quarterfinal match, Hungary, the Republic of Ireland, and Armenia. Portugal have the best chance of making it into this group, and they should have a relatively easy time. Hungary have a solid chance at making it out of this group as long as they can stay consistent with their results. The Republic of Ireland and Armenia will both have a hard time in this group, and I wouldn't expect too much from either side. The first group to contain 5 teams will be Group G, which will be the loser of the Spain-Netherlands Nations League quarterfinal match, Poland, Finland, Lithuania, and Malta. Again, either Spain or the Netherlands will have an easy time in this group and shouldn't expect much resistance. If Poland can play up to their standards, they should also get some decent results from these matches. Finland and Lithuania both lost all their matches in the Nations League, so they most likely won't make much noise here, and Malta have very little chance of picking up points here as well. Group H is one of the most exciting groups as a neutral fan, with Austria, Romania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Cyprus, and San Marino making up the 5 teams. Austria had a great run at Euro 2024 and were solid in their Nations League group, so they have a real chance of making it out of Group H. Romania also had a good run at the Euros and were the only team to win all 6 games in their Nations League group, so keep an eye out for them. Bosnia and Herzegovina are always capable of pulling off an upset, while Cyprus and San Marino are just here to make up the numbers. Group H will be truly entertaining, so don't take your eyes off of this one. Next up is Group I, which will contain the loser of the Germany-Italy Nations League quarterfinal match, Norway, Israel, Estonia, and Moldova. Either Germany or Italy will have an extremely easy time in this group, and I'd be shocked if they didn't top it. Norway have a genuine chance of making it out of this group given how good they've been lately and the talent of their squad. Israel could pull off an upset or two as seen in their Nations League group, while Estonia and Moldova will be playing for pride more than anything else. Group J is next, and it contains Belgium, Wales, North Macedonia, Kazakhstan, and Liechtenstein. This is another group that could go any way given how poor Belgium have been lately. Both Wales and North Macedonia topped their respective Nations League groups, so it it will be exciting to see what they can do in this group. I'd be surprised if Kazakhstan can manage any decent results in this group, and we all know Liechtenstein will be a free win for any side who play them. Next up is Group K, which contains England, Serbia, Albania, Latvia, and Andorra. England have a very solid chance of topping this group and should get by with relative ease. Serbia had a tough time in their Nations League group, but we all know how good this team can be when they are firing on all cylinders. Albania could be a dark horse in this group, so don't count them out just yet, while Latvia and Andorra will have a tough time given the talent of the other teams. Last but not least is Group L, which will contain the loser of the France-Croatia Nations League quarterfinal match, Czechia, Montenegro, Faroe Islands, and Gibraltar. Either France or Croatia should have a very easy time in this group, and first place is almost guaranteed for either side. Czechia and Montenegro will have the best chance of finishing second and should make for some entertaining matches. For the Faroe Islands and Gibraltar, it will be nearly impossible to make some moves in this group, but anything can happen in football. These are the 54 teams that will play in the UEFA World Cup qualifiers, and while nothing is set in stone just yet, there's very much to look forward to in the coming year. But what did you think of the UEFA Preliminary Draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? What group are you looking forward to the most, and which side will you be supporting in the qualifiers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more football content, tier lists, and everything in between, and as always, I'll catch you next time.